There's a saying that I've heard a lot of people say, which is the grass is greener on the other side. And I just want to encourage you that that's not true. The grass isn't always greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you water it. Like, if you think about it in a garden, the grass doesn't just happen to be greener over on the fence, on the other side of the fence, but it's actually greener where you spend time watering it and spend time nourishing it and looking after it. I just want to encourage you, that's the same with your relationships or things that you do with your time. They will grow and they will prosper the more you spend time doing them or with them. And for me, over the past few days and weeks, I've been realising just what I've been missing in this season of life. Things that I'm like excited to get to do again, things that we took for granted. Even at the start of the year, we didn't realise this was going to happen. At the start of the year, we thought, oh well, even gathering with a group of friends, going to a party, things that you think, well, they're not really that special, but now you just realise how important and how valuable they are. Spending quality time with even your family members, because you can't see them anymore because of restrictions. And I just want to encourage you that although there are restrictions in place, that doesn't mean you can't water those relationships. You can't, help those relationships grow and prosper, but you can do everything in the same way. It's just you have to learn different ways to go about things. So for example, there may be a friend that you miss that you can't see, or a group of friends that you can't meet up with altogether. I just want to encourage you that there are ways that you can reach out to them and still stay in contact with them, just it's in a new way, and we're all learning about it and learning how to navigate it. But there may be other things that you're missing, and your heart almost longs for them to change, and it's becoming more apparent the longer this is happening, the longer this is going on for you, you're realising actually, like, it doesn't look like anything's happening. Like, I feel like this might be going on longer and longer and longer. It almost seems like there's no end in sight. We can't see the end finish line. I just want to encourage you that your bodies in the Bible are said to be the Holy Spirit's house, the Holy Spirit's home. So our bodies are a temple for the Holy Spirit. So that means that wherever you go, whatever you do, the Holy Spirit is with you. And for me personally, one of the things that I've been struggling over the past few days is going to not being able to go to church and worship with my friends and my family. That's something that at the start of the year I would have just been like, it's just something that I do each week. But now I'm like, I can't wait to get back in the building with everybody else and actually come together and worship. But I'm trying to learn over these past few weeks and months that just because I can't go into the building doesn't mean I can't worship and have the same experience, because the fact that the Holy Spirit lives in my body means that I'm still going to get the same feeling. I can still get the same results out of it as if I were in my church building. And that's the same for you, that's the same for anything that you're going through. It's just learning new ways to do it. And I feel like God's been telling me that, it's okay to worship in your room, out as you go on a walk. There's different ways you can worship. It's not just singing. You can worship by doing acts of service, and there's loads of other ways you can worship. But even if it is just singing, maybe you're missing congregating with other people and singing, then you can do that by yourself. You can do that with your family at home. Even if you live by yourself, you can still do that at home in your room. Even if you find it a bit embarrassing or whatever, you can still do it as you go through day to day, because the Holy Spirit is living within you. And the Holy Spirit is the same person who is in the church building, who is falling on people and reaching out to people when you're all together. He's still with you when you're by yourself. So I just want to encourage you that the grass is greener where you water it. The Holy Spirit is with you always. Wherever you spend time doing, you'll feel lighter. The grass will grow. And I just want to encourage you that it doesn't matter that we can't meet together, because the church, for example, is not it's not where everything's going to happen always. The church is a building, but the church is also the people in it. The church is, gone out of the building. At our church, we used to have a slogan that's like, the church has left the building, whenever we'd go on like group days out or whatever. And that's just, I feel like over the past few days, that's just struck me to be like, that's so true right now. The church has left the building. At the moment, we can't all meet together as a full congregation as we'd like to. But the church has left the building. The church is going into different avenues to do different things. I feel like this is also like a really important time for us, where this time has given us an opportunity to actually invite the Holy Spirit into our houses, into our day-to-day lives, because we've got no option. We can't just wait till the next Sunday to go into church to then invite the Holy Spirit into our lives. We have to now continuously invite him in every single day. And I feel like that's a lesson that you could easily miss. but that God is really trying to teach us in this time that he wants to be with you every single day. So the fact that we can't go to church on Sunday is almost like he's saying to us, that's because I want to be with you every single day, every single second. I want to spend time with you. And I just feel like God is literally saying directly to you, like, invite me in, like, now, just say I can come into your house, because he's already living in you. Like, he's already chosen your body as his dwelling place. I mean, how amazing is that God he doesn't want the fancy palace or the fancy church building down the road. He actually has chosen your body to live in. And I think that's just absolutely amazing. Like, why would the God of the universe, who created absolutely everything we can see, want to choose my body to live in? Like, what's so special about each of our bodies that you'd want to live in them? But it's just amazing to know that God is always with us, and the church has left the building, but that's just an invitation for us to bring the Holy Spirit out with us and bring him into your bedroom, bring him into your living room, bring him into your whole life, into the office that maybe you're allowed to go into now, onto the bus, in your car. Like, I feel like this is just a lesson for us all, where the Holy Spirit is teaching us that he wants to get more involved in our lives. He is truly trying to teach us that, you know what, actually, Naomi, I do actually genuinely, like, your body is actually the temple. Like, that's actually where I live. So, like, take that seriously and know that I'm with you all the time, not just on Sundays. But I'm choosing to be with you every single day, every single second. So he almost wants us to acknowledge it and be like, oh, you know what, yeah, that is true. Like, I can't actually go to church on Sunday, so there's no point me waiting for Sunday before I pray about that thing or start worshipping, or, you know, now only focus on the things in the Bible. But actually, daily we need to do it, because the Holy Spirit is with us 24/7. You know, every single day, every single second, he's always with us. So I hope that encourages you, that the grass is greener where you water it. So just try and, whatever you're missing, whatever you're longing for to change right now, and there could be a whole variety of things, but for me personally, just over the past few days, it's been that I miss going in worshipping with other people and having that, you know, family all around you, and just feeling so free, and like watching other people worship and just see them in that moment. And for me, I've just really been missing that, because it's not the same watching it on a screen. It's not the same maybe when it's just yourself. But I just want to encourage you that it's the same God in the church building that it is in your bedroom. He's the same person. He just wants to be with you. And when you do, like, open up your heart to reach out to him and actually be like, you know what, God, I'm actually going to sit with you for 5, 10, 15 minutes in my bedroom. I'm going to spend time as if I would at church and just be with you here, because you're not limited to a building. You're not limited to certain bounds of room. There's not only a certain place you can work, but you can work wherever, however you want. And I think that God is directly speaking to you, whoever's watching, that he's with you and he wants to speak to you and he wants to reach out to you. But you just need to let him in and acknowledge his presence so that you can hear him and hear what he's saying to you, and know that God does not just live in the church. Yes, he's in the church, but he lives within the church, the people, and he's with them always. So I hope that helped you and encourages you that God just wants to spend time with you, and he loves you and cares for you, and just wants to see you every single day, not just on Sundays.